Hello, folks. Welcome back to Motivated Investing. Almost overnight, cryptocurrency went from being a fringe financial innovation to a mainstay of modern day investment. Unfortunately, digital mining for cryptocurrency is not exactly the most eco-friendly process. Bitcoin mining, for example, uses egregious amount of energy. All hope is not lost. However, as more and more investors and companies are beginning to understand the economical benefits of switching to eco-friendly cryptocurrency, according to Real Simple, Bitcoin uses more energy than other type of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is typically mined in data centers, which rely on energy from coal-based power stations. And burning these fossil fuels leads to inevitable increase in carbon emissions, which in turn contribute to climate change. The mining process to create bitcoins allegedly consumes around 116 terawatt hours of electricity per year. That's more than both the Netherlands and the Philippines use annually, according to Real Simple. Fortunately, some cryptocurrency mining centers are moving to better sources of renewable energy like solar, hydroelectric, wind, or geothermal. The six best cryptocurrencies are Cardano, Chia, IOTA, Nano, Solarcoin, and BitGreen. As with most forms of currency, their values are always in flux, but each of them has its own methodology towards achieving both profitability and sustainability. Cardano, according to market realist, Cardano is most sustainable of the bunch, founded on peer-reviewed research and developed through evidence-based methods. Cardano currency is based more on the percentage of coins a miner holds rather than processing power of their equipment. Cardano networks also have some of the highest security features which prevent digital attacks or theft. Solarcoin. Solarcoin is one of the most interesting cryptocurrencies around because it costs less energy than traditional Bitcoin mining and encourages investment and installation in solar panels. According to industry, Wired, one solar coin is created for every megawatt hour generated from solar power. So, rather than ignoring the concepts of sustainability in its entirety, solar coin incentivizes real-world environmental activity. BitGreen. Like solar coin, BitGreen incentivizes eco-friendly actions like carpooling through a rideshare app or buying sustainable coffee. BitGreen is so community-driven that even volunteering for eco-friendly organizations can earn users BitGreen currency. According to Leaf Score, it was because of unsustainable energy-guzzling currencies like Bitcoin that BitGreen was founded in the first place. Chia. According to TRG data centers, Chia's mining process is not as reliant on the heavy processing power of other traditional crypto mining operations. This is because it's not really mining, but something a little different. As a result, Nano winds up consuming far less power while still reaping a tidy profit, uses far less power than its peers. IOTA. IOTA uses something known as the tangle according to the time. This alternative form of technology is unique for two reasons. First, it doesn't require any huge overheated data centers, and second, it doesn't require miners according to Medium. IOTA and Chia both offer alternatives to the traditional blockchain cryptocurrency processes used to mine things like Bitcoin. Nano. According to Tom's Guide, Nano uses a proof of work model to mine cryptocurrency, and it's overtly billed as having no mining, minting, or printing. It uses a block lattice rather than a blockchain digital architecture, which is considered more energy efficient. As a result, Nano is considered one of the cleanest alternatives to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, notwithstanding, most cryptocurrencies are becoming more eco-friendly by the day. If the trend continues, they might even prompt investors to think about the sustainability of their investment just as carefully as the profit themselves. Altcoins. Of the thousands of altcoins in the market, Ethereum, Solarcoin, Cardano, and Litecoin have shown promising potential as greener alternatives to Bitcoin. Let us take the example of Litecoin as an example of how they are doing it. Litecoins are very similar to Bitcoins, except that they reported only require a quarter of the time to produce, where sophisticated and powerful hardware with a colossal energy demand is needed to mine Bitcoins. Litecoins can be mined with standard computer hardware, which requires far less electricity to run. Other alternatives, such as Solarcoin, aim to encourage real-world green behaviors. One Solarcoin is allocated for every megawatt hour that's generated from solar technology, rewarding those who have invested in renewable energy. Different cryptocurrencies also use different processes to complete transactions. Bitcoin uses what's called a proof-of-work protocol to validate transactions, which require a network of miners to compete to solve mathematical problems. The winner and the person who mints a new Bitcoin is usually the competitor with the most computing power. While proof of work is credited for being relatively secure, making it difficult and costly to attack and destabilize, it's incredibly power hungry. The way it forces Bitcoin miners to compete with an ever expanding arsenal of high-tech computers means it has inevitably come to demand more and more electric power. But there are alternatives to this form of mining. Ethereum, which is the world's second largest cryptocurrency behind Bitcoin, now uses a different protocol called proof of stake. This protocol was specifically designed to address environmental concerns about the proof of work system, and it does this by eliminating competition between miners. Without the competition, there is no computing power arms race for miners to participate in. Given the increasing environmental scrutiny that cryptocurrency is now facing, it's likely that any new altcoins will adopt Ethereum's system over Bitcoin's. Investors will likewise look to the green credentials of altcoins when deciding which cryptocurrency they'll convert their Bitcoin into watermarked Bitcoin. Tesla could invest in greener mining options, said Wes Benham, the founder of Swiss crypto think tank 2B4CH. It could create by itself groups of Bitcoin miners that use green energy or connect customers to mining pools, he added. Projects globally are looking for ways to shift Bitcoin mining towards cleaner energy, or at least to reduce its carbon footprint. From repurposing heat generated by mining using flare gas, a byproduct from oil mining pools, he added. Payments company Square Incorporation, run by Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, last year said that it would give $10 billion to support firms boosting the use and efficiency of renewables in the Bitcoin sector. In theory, blockchain experts have said it would be possible to track which Bitcoin have been produced sustainably, also giving Tesla an option to only accept greener Bitcoins. He can probably invest in some green energy miners and mandate that Tesla will only get paid by greenly mined Bitcoin, said Maya Zahavi, a cryptocurrency and blockchain consultant. There's also been a lot of talk of watermarked Bitcoin, splitting Bitcoin mined by Western countries and those mined in China and North Korea. Still the future of finance? Despite the criticisms leveled against Bitcoin for its shocking energy inefficiencies, the traditional financial system is far from green itself. In the 5 years since the Paris Agreement on climate change, for instance, it's reported that 60 of the world's biggest banks have provided $3.8 trillion to fossil fuel companies, not every planet friendly. One report found that 49% of financial institutions don't conduct any analysis of how their portfolio impacts the climate. Then there's the sector's electricity use, where cryptocurrencies have the potential to run without the oversight of large financial institutions. The banking sector is built upon a huge amount of infrastructure which naturally burns through a great deal of electricity. Banks themselves use plenty of computers and servers as well as thousands of air-conditioned offices and fuel-guzzling vehicles. It's difficult to estimate exactly how much energy is required to support all this activity, but one recent report found that the banking system consumes more than twice the electricity that Bitcoin does. So, while Bitcoin is rightly getting a battering for its outrageous energy consumption, there's ultimately a need for all our financial systems to be green and sustainable. Banks can do this by reconsidering their portfolios and working towards net zero carbon emissions. But cryptocurrencies offer a different path to greener finance, and the altcoins that concentrate on their environmental credentials may well clean up the technology's reputation for excessive energy use. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.